Have you ever wondered how stress can affect your sexual health? It's a question that likely doesn't cross our minds often, yet its implications are far-reaching. Stress is an inseparable part of our daily lives. It's a constant companion in today's fast-paced world. But have you ever considered the toll it takes beyond your mental well-being? Indeed, stress doesn't just stop at affecting our mental health. It can, and often does, impact our sexual health as well. This might manifest as a lower sex drive in men, leading to issues such as weak erections. Understanding this connection, this link between our daily stressors and our sexual health, is crucial for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So, why is it important to understand this? Because it gives us the knowledge we need to better manage our lives, our stress, and ultimately, our sexual health. Join us as we delve deeper into the biological processes that link stress and sexual health. But first, what exactly is stress? Stress, in the simplest of terms, is your body's reaction to any change that requires an adjustment or response. We can think of it as the body's alarm system. It's a natural part of life, and it can come from your environment, your body, or even your thoughts. So, what triggers stress? Stressors, or the causes of stress, can be physical or emotional, and they're unique to each individual. For some, it could be pressure at work or home, financial concerns, or even just the daily hustle and bustle. For others, it may be major life changes, chronic illness, or relationship issues. Now let's delve a bit deeper into how stress manifests in our bodies. When we encounter a stressor, our body kicks into fight or flight mode. This is a survival mechanism that prepares us to either face the stressor head-on or run away from it. Our adrenal glands pump out hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Adrenaline increases our heart rate and blood pressure, readying us for immediate action. Cortisol, on the other hand, boosts our energy by tapping into our body's fat and sugar reserves. But here's where things get tricky. While these hormones are beneficial in short bursts, prolonged exposure to them can wreak havoc on our bodies. Chronic stress can lead to a host of health issues, from headaches and insomnia to heart disease and obesity. It can also weaken our immune system, making us more susceptible to illnesses. Stress also triggers the release of another hormone called prolactin, which can interfere with other hormones that play a role in sexual arousal and drive. This can lead to a decrease in libido, which we'll delve into in the next scene. But the good news is that stress is manageable. It's all about identifying your stressors, understanding how they affect you, and finding healthy ways to cope. Now that we know what stress is and how it operates, let's move on to see how it influences our sexual health. So, how does stress affect our sexual health? Well, let's first understand that stress is a normal part of life. It's our body's reaction to any change that requires an adjustment or response. However, when it becomes chronic, it can interfere with our body's normal functioning, including our sexual health. Take men, for instance. Chronic stress can lead to conditions such as erectile dysfunction and a decreased libido. You see, when we're under stress, our body releases a flood of hormones, including cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are designed to help us respond to immediate danger, but when they're constantly in overdrive, it can lead to harmful effects on our body, including our sexual health. Let's take a closer look. Adrenaline, for instance, is the hormone that puts us in the fight or flight mode. It increases our heart rate, dilates our pupils, and diverts blood away from non-essential functions to help us respond to immediate danger. But guess what? Sexual arousal isn't considered an essential function in the face of danger, so blood flow to the sexual organs may be reduced, leading to issues like erectile dysfunction in men. Then there's cortisol, also known as the stress hormone. It's released during times of stress to help our body cope. However, when we're constantly under stress, our body may produce too much cortisol. This can interfere with the body's ability to produce testosterone, the hormone responsible for sex drive in men. A decrease in testosterone can lead to reduced libido, making sexual activity less appealing. So, you see, chronic stress can have a profound effect on our sexual health. It's not just a mental or emotional issue. It's a physical one too. It can interfere with our body's normal processes, disrupt hormonal balance, and lead to conditions that can affect our sexual performance and desire. Clearly, stress can have a significant impact on sexual health. But what's happening inside our bodies to cause this? Let's dive into the science behind stress and sexual health. To appreciate the relationship between these two factors, we must first understand the role of the nervous system. In response to stress, the brain signals the adrenal glands to release adrenaline and cortisol, hormones which prepare the body for a fight or flight response. This response was originally designed to help our ancestors survive immediate physical threats. But in today's world, it's often triggered by emotional stressors, such as work pressure or relationship issues. Now, let's talk about the impact of these stress hormones. Adrenaline increases heart rate and blood pressure, diverting blood away from less critical functions, including sexual arousal. Cortisol, on the other hand, suppresses functions that are non-essential in a fight or flight situation, like the reproductive system. It dampens the production of testosterone, a hormone crucial for sexual drive in men. Further, chronic stress can lead to an imbalance of these hormones. When stress becomes a constant companion, the body's hormonal balance is thrown off kilter, potentially leading to a decrease in sex drive or libido. And as we know, a lowered libido can affect the ability to achieve and maintain an erection. But it's not just about hormones. Stress also has a direct impact on the blood vessels. You see, an erection is all about blood flow. During sexual arousal, blood vessels in the penis dilate, allowing more blood to flow in. However, stress can cause blood vessels to constrict, reducing this blood flow and making it difficult to achieve an erection. In conclusion, stress can interfere with the delicate balance of processes needed for sexual arousal and performance. It does so by affecting the nervous system, causing hormonal imbalance and impacting the blood vessels. Understanding these biological processes can help us find ways to manage stress and maintain our sexual health. As we wrap up, let's summarize what we've learned today. We kicked off this journey by understanding the concept of stress, a term not alien to any of us. It's that feeling of emotional or physical tension, a reaction to any demand or challenge. Life can sometimes feel like a never-ending roller coaster ride of ups and downs, and stress is an inevitable part of that ride. But it's not always bad, as it can propel you to perform under pressure and face challenges head-on. However, the flip side of the coin reveals the darker aspects of stress. We delved into how chronic stress, especially, can take a toll on our sexual health. When stress becomes a constant companion, it can lead to low sexual drive in men. This often results in a weak erection, a topic that's often shrouded in silence and embarrassment, but is more common than you may think. We then explored the biological processes that form the link between stress and sexual health. Stress triggers the body's fight-or-flight response, releasing a surge of hormones. This hormonal imbalance can have significant repercussions on sexual desire and performance. It's a complex interplay of psychology, biology, and emotions, all converging to affect a man's sexual health. Understanding this connection is vital, but the most crucial takeaway from this discussion is the importance of managing stress. It's not just about maintaining sexual health, but overall well-being. Various techniques can help to manage stress, from simple breathing exercises to more structured approaches like cognitive behavioral therapy. Life isn't always going to be a smooth sail, but remember, it's the storm that makes a sailor. So, it's about navigating these choppy waters with resilience and understanding that stress, while a part of life, doesn't have to dictate your health or happiness. Remember, understanding the link between stress and sexual health is the first step towards managing stress effectively and leading a healthier lifestyle.